Welcome friends to another episode of Intelli Facts. You can no more win a war than you can win an earthquake. Top 10. The worst earthquakes in India. Number 10. The 1967 Koyna-Nagaru earthquake occurred near Koyna town in Maharashtra, India, on the 11th of December. The magnitude 6.5 shock hit with a maximum Mercalli intensity of 8. It occurred near the site of Koyna Dam, raising questions about induced seismicity, and claimed at least 180 lives and injured over 2,200. Number 9. The 1991 Uttarkashi earthquake, also known as the Gwal earthquake, occurred on the 20th of October local time with a moment magnitude of 6.8 and a maximum Mercalli intensity of 9. This thrust event was instrumentally recorded and occurred along the main central thrust in the Uttarkashi and Garhwal regions of the Indian state of Uttarakhand. High-intensity shaking resulted in the deaths of at least 1,000 people and the destruction of thousands of homes. Number 8. The Assam earthquake of 1897 occurred on the 12th of June in Assam, India, and had an estimated moment magnitude of 8.0. Considering the size of the earthquake, the mortality rate was about 1,500 casualties, but property damage was very heavy. Damage from the earthquake extended into Kolkata where dozens of buildings were badly damaged or partially collapsed. Shaking from the event was felt across India, as far as Ahmedabad and Peshawar. Seizures were also observed in Burma. Number 7. The 1950 Assam-Tibet earthquake, also known as the Assam earthquake, occurred on the 15th of August and had a moment magnitude of 8.6. The epicenter was located in the Mishmi Hills, known in Chinese as the Kalingong Mountains, south of the Kangri Garpo and just east of the Himalayas in the Northeast Frontier Agency part of Assam, India. This area, south of the McMahon Line and now known as Arunachal Pradesh, is today disputed between China and India. The earthquake was destructive in both Assam in India and Tibet in China, and approximately 4,800 people were killed. The earthquake is notable as being the largest recorded quake caused by continental collision rather than subduction, and is also notable for the loud noises produced by the quake and reported throughout the region. Number 6. The 1993 Latur earthquake struck India on the 30th of September. The main area affected was Maharashtra state in western India. The earthquake primarily affected the districts of Latur and Osmanabad, including the Orsa block of Latur and Omaga of Osmanabad. 52 villages were demolished in the intraplate earthquake. It measured 6.2 on the moment magnitude scale, and approximately 10,000 people died, whilst another 30,000 were injured. The earthquake's hypocenter was around 10 kilometers deep, relatively shallow, allowing shock waves to cause more damage. Number 5. The 1905 Kangra earthquake occurred in the Kangra Valley and the Kangra region of the Punjab province, modern-day Himachal Pradesh, in India on the 4th of April 1905. The earthquake measured 7.8 on the surface wave magnitude scale and killed more than 20,000 people. Number 4. The 2001 Gujarat earthquake, also known as the Bhuj earthquake, occurred on the 26th of January, India's 52nd Republic Day. The epicenter was about 9 kilometers south-southwest of the village of Kobari in Bachau Taluka of Kutch district of Gujarat, India. The intraplate earthquake reached 7.7 on the moment magnitude scale and had a maximum felt intensity of X, which is an extreme on the Mercalli intensity scale. The earthquake killed around 20,023 people, including 18 in southeastern Pakistan, injured another 167,000 and destroyed nearly 340,000 buildings. Number 3. The 1934 Bihar earthquake or 1934 Bihar Nepal earthquake was one of the worst earthquakes in India's history. Munger and Muzaffarpur were completely destroyed. This 8.0 magnitude earthquake occurred on the 15th of January and caused widespread damage in northern Bihar and in Nepal. The epicenter for this event was located in eastern Nepal about 9.5 kilometers south of Mount Everest. The most damage was to life and property and the number of deaths were recorded around 30,000 plus. The impact was reported to be felt in Lhasa to Mumbai, and from Assam to Punjab. The earthquake was so severe that in Kolkata, around 650 kilometers from epicenter, many buildings were damaged and the tower of St. Paul's Cathedral collapsed. Number 2. The 2005 Kashmir earthquake occurred on the 8th of October in Pakistan-administered Azad Kashmir. It was centered near the city of Muzaffarabad, and also affected Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province and Indian-administered Jammu and Kashmir. It registered a moment magnitude of 7.6 and had a maximum Mercalli intensity of 8. The earthquake also affected countries in the surrounding region where tremors were felt in Afghanistan, Tajikistan, and Chinese Xinjiang. The severity of the damage caused by the earthquake is attributed to severe upthrust. It is considered the deadliest earthquake to hit South Asia since the 1935 Quakes earthquake. Deaths were recorded more than 130,000. Number 1. The 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami, also known as the Boxing Day tsunami and, by the scientific community, the Sumatra Andaman earthquake occurred on the 26th of December, with an epicenter off the west coast of northern Sumatra, Indonesia. It was an undersea megathrust earthquake that registered a magnitude of 9.1 to 9.3, reaching a Mercalli intensity up to 9 in certain areas. The earthquake was caused by a rupture along the fault between the Burma Plate and the Indian Plate. A series of massive tsunami waves grew up to 30 meters, 100 feet, high once heading inland, after being created by the underwater seismic activity offshore. Communities along the surrounding coasts of the Indian Ocean were severely affected, and the tsunamis killed an estimated 227,898 people in 14 countries, making it one of the deadliest natural disasters in recorded history. The direct results caused major disruptions to living conditions and commerce in coastal provinces of surrounded countries, including Aceh, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Tamil Nadu, India, and Khao Lak, Thailand. Banda Aceh reported the largest number of deaths.